following program contains the opinions of its host and guests, not those of this network. The opinions expressed are for non-commercial informational purposes only. Listeners are cautioned not to rely on program content to treat or prevent disease, but are advised to consult with a licensed healthcare professional where they live for diagnosis and treatment of disease.
And now, the superstar of alternative health and purveyor of medical truth, Dr. Joel Wallach.
Hey, good afternoon, friends. Good morning, good evening, wherever you may be, and welcome to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program. I am Pharmacist Ben, sitting in for Dr. Wallach today, and thank you so much for joining us on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie show. We'll get to your phone calls at the bottom of the hour, as we always do. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number, 888-379-2552, toll free, 831-685-1080, or 888-379-2552, toll free. We'll get your calls at the bottom of the hour if you have questions about the Youngevity products, Youngevity business, health challenges you or a loved one may be dealing with, prescription drugs, if you want to wean yourself off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program. We want to hear from you, 831-685-1080, or 888-379-2552, toll free. I am Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I use nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and sometimes deadly medical procedures. That's because I look at the human body as a healing system, a regenerating system designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that a miracle, it really is just the way the body works. I want to start the program off today talking about one of my all-time favorite Youngevity products, and that's saying something because there's a lot of really good Youngevity products, the Fucoid Z, Beyond Tangy Tangerine, Osteo FX. Today I want to talk about the Gluco Gel caps, one of my favorites. The Gluco Gel caps feature something called glucosamine, a well-known joint supplement, but really glucosamine is much more than a joint supplement. Glucosamine is a building block for what is called connective tissue. Connective tissue, you probably heard that term, is well known for, connecting things. But connective tissue does much more than connect. Connective tissue is known as the matrix. Matrix coming from the Greek word for mother or for womb. Matrix being, the connective tissue matrix being the womb for all of the cells in the body. That means when you build connective tissue, you help support all of the cells in the body. In other words, glucosamine is a general anti-aging supplement. It stimulates growth, it stimulates repair, it's important for wound healing, it's important for the blood, it's important for the blood vessels. In fact, the cholesterol that gets such a bad name is really nothing more than a repair mechanism. Cholesterol in the arteries, that is nothing more than a repair mechanism for broken down connective tissue in the blood vessels. That means glucosamine can save you from a statin drug. And that means if you're using a statin drug, you may want to consider using glucosamine to help support the effects of the statin drug, or even better, to help wean yourself off the statin drug. And as I've often said, as a pharmacist, if you're on a prescription drug like a statin, you're taking it for the rest of your life, as doctors like to say, your number one health strategy should be to help yourself wean off of that prescription drug. Using the Gluco Gel caps can help you wean yourself off of your statin drugs. Connective tissue is the white stuff on a piece of steak. And yes, it's true, it's responsible for keeping the body and its organs all linked and connected to each other. The most well-known connective tissue is called cartilage, and it has a cushioning and shock-absorbing effect. You'll find cartilage between the bones and the joints, in the ribs, between the vertebrae in your spine. It's in your lungs. It's also in your nose and your ears. If you squeeze your earlobe right now, you can get a good sense of what cartilage feels like. Cartilage is made up of special cells that are called chondrocytes. Chondro being the Latin term for cartilage. If you look on your Gluco Gel caps, you'll see an ingredient called chondroitin. That's a substance that acts as a raw material for building cartilage. Cyte means cells. Chondrocytes are cartilage cells. And these chondrocytes produce large amounts of collagen fibers, protein sugar complexes like high hyaluronic acid and glucosamine. Glucosamine is said to be an aminated sugar, glucosamine. And you'll also find chondroitin and elastin fibers as materials that are made in these chondrocytes. There's no blood vessels in cartilage, by the way, and that's why sometimes you'll hear people say, well, you can't really heal cartilage. Well, yes, indeed you can. You can heal anything in the body, and even if there's no blood vessels in the cartilage to supply the chondrocytes, there are blood vessels nearby. Nutrients will diffuse through the connective tissue and enter into the cartilage from these nearby blood vessels and into the core of the cartilage. And although there's a lack of blood vessels, cartilage will grow. It'll grow more slowly than other tissues, and that's why you get that myth that you can't repair cartilage, but indeed it will grow. One of the best ways to build cartilage is to take advantage of physical work, resistance training as an exercise and weight training. In fact, exercise is actually the major stimulant for the growth of cartilage. In the body, you got to use it or lose it kind of thing. Use it or lose it. That's why sitting is the new smoking. You may have heard that. Sitting is the new smoking. There's a couple reasons for that. But one of the reasons is the body doesn't need to grow muscle and grow tissue. It's not going to do it. More and more, we're understanding the relationship between our sedentary lifestyle and the deterioration of the body and the connective tissue that's associated with aging and with disease. Reducing toxicity, especially from sugar, that's a very important strategy for helping maintain the strength of and helping rebuild connective tissue. There's an important chemical reaction that occurs between sugar and connective tissue. It's called glycosylation, and one of the major ways connective tissue gets broken down is from too much sugar in the blood, as all diabetics know. And of course, nutritional supplementation can play a major role in helping drive the production of connective tissue. In addition to your Gluco Gel caps, you want to make sure you're on your ultimate EFAs, which are not only stimulants for building connective tissue, they're also anti-inflammatory. Ultimate EFAs and Ultimate EFA Plus, I consider them to be major anti-aging products, and that's why they're part of the flagship Healthy Start Pack, which can be made up of the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, the Ultimate EFAs, and your OsteoFX. Vitamin C is also important for helping build connective tissue. You'll find high amounts of vitamin C in your Beyond Tangy Tangerine, and of course the Gluco Gel caps, which feature one of the all-time great connective tissue building supplements, which is glucosamine as well as chondroitin. Remember, aging is largely a function of connective tissue deterioration, and that means your Gluco Gel caps are not just for arthritis. They're for anti-aging. Hernias and prolapses are also a function of connective tissue deterioration. So taking your Gluco Gel caps can help prevent prolapses, prolapsed bladders, and prolapsed mitral valves, as well as hernias. Leaky gut syndrome, that's another place where connective tissue building can be helpful. The digestive tract lining is supported by connective tissue, and when the connective tissue deteriorates, literally, little holes can develop in the intestine, toxins can get into the blood, and this is a major, major source of the development of the disease process. Long story short, your Gluco Gel caps, like all nutritional supplements and all the Youngevity products, are multifunctional health tools that everybody should be using if you're interested not just in preventing and reversing disease, but also in just plain old anti-aging and staying healthy. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more good health information and you and your phone calls. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number. 888-379-2553 toll free. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program on the ZBS Radio Network.
The antioxidants found in many fruits and vegetables are known to help support and promote good health. Research has also shown that dark chocolate, once known as the food of the gods, is rich in healthy nutrients. In fact, dark chocolate is higher in antioxidant content than any other food. Youngevity has combined a proprietary blend of velvety rich dark chocolate with whole fruit pulp and whole fruit juice extracts from mangosteen, goji or wolfberry, acai berry, and cherry, along with vitamins and minerals, producing a smooth, rich, delectable concentrate called Youngevity. It tastes so great, I sometimes drink it right out of the bottle or pour it over ice cream. Youngevity is highly bioavailable, meaning your body will absorb and make use of all of these healthy nutrients. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hi everyone, Andy Anderson here. Are you using those handy little bottles of gel that zap germs, bacteria, and other nasties? In today's world, that's smart, especially with all the filthy doorknobs, shopping carts, and handrails we touch every day. Here's what you may not know. Once the alcohol evaporates, goodbye effectiveness. No more protection until you use it again. PureWorks to the rescue. Our FDA-compliant foam, lotion, soap, and spray do not rely on alcohol. Their killing power lasts up to 4 hours. PureWorks disinfecting spray is EPA EPA certified to kill swine flu, bird flu, MRSA, HIV, hepatitis B and C, and a whole host of viruses and bacteria. Mold and fungus too. It's even safe around children and pets. You'll love the soft feel of Pure Works on your hand. It actually conditions and will not dry your skin. Here's a little peace of mind knowing your hands are still germ-free hours later. Get your hands on Pure Works and get Pure Works on your hands. Stand by. Pull out your paper and pencil for your local number to order. Pure Works.
Okay, we are back on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. Pharmacist Ben sitting in for Dr. Wallach today, and thank you for joining us. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number, 888-379-2552, toll-free if you have questions about the Youngevity products. We want to hear from you. If you have questions about health challenges you or a loved one may be dealing with, we can help you. If you want to wean yourself off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we want to hear from you. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number, 888-379-2552, toll-free. I am Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I hate using prescription drugs, and I love using nutritional supplements. Nutritional supplements are what drugs dream they could be. You get all the benefits that you want in a health tool. Prescription drugs can't be said to be a health tool, though sometimes you need prescription drugs. Nutritional supplements build the body, and nutritional supplements are, of course, non-toxic. And at the end of the day, there's no health challenge that somewhere along the line doesn't have a nutritional deficiency behind it. No long-term health challenge, that is, that doesn't have a nutritional deficiency behind it, whether you're talking arthritis or diabetes or cancer or skin problems or autoimmunity. Somewhere along the line you'll find nutritional deficiencies, and that's why nutritional supplementation is so darn important. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number, 888-379-2552, toll-free. I'll be sitting in for the next 45 minutes or so with my good friend and colleague, Douglas Winfrey. What is up, Doug?
Well, when I saw this story, I immediately thought of you. The headline reads, "Got Skin Cancer? Blame the FDA." So Americans are getting skin cancer and dying from it at an alarming rate in the U.S. FDA is irresponsibly refusing to approve state-of-the-art sunscreens that could do much better job protecting us from the sun's cancer-causing rays. The rest of the world has been snoozing out in the sun since the 1990s. And these new sunscreens have been widely sold in Europe, Latin America, Asia, and Australia. But Americans don't have access to these, only have access to the older generations of sunscreen. And these new ones, apparently what they do is they block the rays that are the cancer-causing rays. And I've heard you talk about that a lot over the years, that, all sunscreen does is just blocks the rays that burn. And they say... post in the 2015 editorial, Wall Street Journal posted that the only way to end the FDA's willful culture of control and delay is to strip the sunscreen police of all their powers over the stuff. And they say sun damage to skin is an extremely serious health problem. In fact, a little later in this story, they say that they're actually saying that there is a U.S. Surgeon General declared skin cancer a public health emergency, and 4 years later, we still don't have these new state-of-the-art sunscreens. And I know you're not a big fan of sunscreens to start with, though.
Well, what's the best sun protection, do you think? Given the let me start again.
A hat.
Given the subject matter of this program and what Dr. Wallach and myself have been talking about for decades, what do you think the best sun protection is going to be?
Staying inside the bomb shelter.
No, not that. If you have to go out in the sun, no, you don't want to stay out. You want to get in the sun. The sun is so important for good health, not only for vitamin D, but also just for bumping up your happy neurotransmitter, serotonin, just for feeling good. Don't you feel better when you're out in the sun, Douglas?
Oh, yeah. In fact, several years ago, I used to work on a show. I produced a show that was done by a psychologist, and he would often recommend people to go to the county mental health center, which was not open on weekends. And if he ever on a Friday got a call from somebody who was extremely depressed and really needed to seek help, he would tell him to go, make an appointment on Monday to go to the county mental health clinic, but over the weekend, get out in the sun because it'll help with your depression.
Love it. This guy was smart. He was smart. Well, he obviously heard of something called SAD. What does that stand for? Seasonal affective disorder. And that's the depression that occurs in people who live in Seattle and in Portland and in Alaska, where they don't get a lot of sun. In the wintertime, they'll end up with SAD, seasonal affective disorder. That's depression that's caused by a lack of sunshine in the winter. So the sun is really important for a lot of things, not just for, most people know about vitamin D, but just for your mood. The sun is important. The sun is wound healing. The sun fights viruses. Do you know the sun's an appetite suppressant? Have you ever noticed?
Did not know that, but I do know when it's real hot, you
don't feel like eating.
No.
Right? People lose weight in the summertime. They don't eat as much in the summertime. There's so many reasons why you want to get out in the sun. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to burn. But at the same time, these sun protection products that you're talking about, the vast majority of them, not all of them, but the vast majority of them are toxic chemicals. So what do? You don't want to burn, but you got to be out in the sun. And the sun protection products, many of them, if not most of them, are toxic. What do? Well, I'll give you a hint. It has something to do with what we talk about on this program every day and what Doc and I have been talking about for decades. We'll tell you about that when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben, along with Doug Winfrey, sitting in for Dr. Wallach today. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number. 888-379-2552, toll free. We want to hear from you. We'll take a commercial break and come back right after this.
Aromatherapy oils have been prized by ancient cultures for thousands of years. Youngevity's ancient legacy, true aromatherapy, is no exception. Essential oils are the fragrant life essence from plants that are gently removed through the process of steam distillation. Youngevity's ancient legacy essential oils are of the purest concentrations from the most respected and ethical distillers worldwide. Many ancient legacy oils come directly from families in the East which have been distilling essential oils for over 100 years. Keep Ancient Legacy's tea tree oil in your medicine chest for first aid. Tea tree oil is great for soothing the itching and stinging associated with insect bites, burns, scrapes, and other skin irritations. It's also effective as an antiseptic. To learn more about aromatherapy and essential oils, contact your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about business opportunities.
Hello, Judy DeVilbus here. If I could only afford to get one product out of everything, that product would be the Ultimate Classic. It has the vitamins, the minerals, the bioflavonoids. It even has grapeseed extract. The one product that would give you just about everything under the sun you would need for a perfect nutritional program would be the Ultimate Classic. By the way, people that are on the go, it's very, very hard to take the liquids with them when they go on their trip to get their supplements in every day. Well, you know something? You can use the Ultimate Daily tablets and the mineral capsules. When I'm going on a trip, if I have enough room, I just take the 2 bottles with me. If not, just use a little baggie and take a couple of daily doses with you. It's very simple. It's very easy. There's no mess, no fuss, no refrigeration. Just take your capsules, take your tablets, and you're finished for the day.
To order these products, call your local Youngevity distributor today. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Okay, we're back on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. Pharmacist Ben and Doug Winfrey sitting in for Dr. Wallach today. Thanks for joining us. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number. 888-379-2552, toll free. So we're talking a little bit about the sun and sun protection. Sun's so important for good health. Everybody should be getting 10 minutes or so of sun. And the best sun, by the way, for vitamin D is the kind of sun they tell you to stay away from, which is in the middle of the day, the brightest sun. The angle of the sun in the middle of the day gets you the most vitamin D. Vitamin D comes in on what's called the UVB ray. There's three major sun rays. You've got UVA, UVB, and UVC. Your UVB ray is B for burning. You can think of it that way. That's also the ray that you get your vitamin D from. UVA doesn't get you any vitamin D. It's associated with most of the aging, or with much of the aging that's linked to overexposure to the sun. When you use most sunscreen products, you're blocking UVB, but you're not blocking UVA. Most sunscreen products will keep you from burning, but they still expose you to UVA rays. That's what that article's about, Douglas, is the fact that most sunscreen products don't protect you from the cancer that can be associated with UVA. Now you say, well, sunscreen companies will say, we know that. That's why we put extra UVA protection in there. Problem there is the UVA protecting chemicals are deadly toxic. I mean, all sunscreens are toxic, but the ones that have UVA protecting effects are really, really toxic, and a lot of sunscreen products don't even have them. So UVB will get you your vitamin D, but it also gets you your burning, and that's why if you're wearing a sunscreen, you're probably not going to be getting enough vitamin D, and vitamin D deficiency is a real thing. Now, you can get vitamin D in supplements, and you can get vitamin D from food, but the best vitamin D is the kind that you make right from the sun. Oh, by the way, do you know how vitamin D is made from the sun? Vitamin D hits a very interesting compound that's stored in the skin and turns it into vitamin D. So you get your sun rays, hits your skin, this magical chemical that's in your skin gets converted into vitamin D. The name of the magical chemical, you know what it is, Doug?
Is it cholesterol?
You got it. It's cholesterol. So cholesterol is actually a form of vitamin D. It gets converted by the sun into vitamin D. If you're wearing a sunscreen, that's not going to happen. So what do? We know the sun's important. It's important for vitamin D. It's important for mood. It's important for brain chemicals. It's antiviral. Got antiviral properties. It's got healing properties. Sun's great, but you don't want to burn. You don't want to wear sunscreen. What's a person to do? Well, first of all, we talk about nutrition on this program all the time. We say the skin is the body's largest organ. That means the skin is like the liver, or the skin is like the heart. It's like the bones. It's like any other organ in the body. Happens to be on the outside, but it's still like an organ in the body. If you want your heart to be healthy, you don't rub a cream on your heart. You make sure you take it in your vitamin C and your Healthy Start Pack and your Healthy Brain and Body Pack and your Ultimate Selenium and your Ultimate Niacin. You take nutritional supplements. Well, guess what? The same way that you take nutrition to protect your heart and to keep your heart healthy, you can take nutritional supplements to keep your skin from burning and to keep your skin healthy. In fact, the same nutritional supplements that protect your eyes and that heal your eyes and that keep your eyes healthy will do the same thing for your skin, because your eyes, in a way, are kind of like the skin, made up of the same type of tissue. So Vision FX and Occutive can be thought of as sun protection nutrition or sun protection supplements for your skin. Don't believe me? Check it out. Get yourself some Occutive or some Vision FX. I like the Occutive a little bit better. And if you say you burn in, 15 or 20 minutes, most people burn somewhere in there of sun exposure, get yourself on some Occutive. Take a double dose of the Occutive and then take it for a month or so. Then go lay out in the sun and watch what happens. I guarantee you're going to find that you're burning much less readily. Good nutrition is always going to be the best medicine. Internal supplementation always trumps topical skincare, whether you're talking about anti-aging skincare or sun protection skincare. There's also a way you can protect your skin topically that is non-toxic. We'll talk about that when we come back from our break. We'll also take your phone calls. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number. 888-379-2552 toll free. I'm Pharmacist Ben along with Doug Winfrey. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program. We'll be back right after this.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables, and besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
This is the ZBS Radio Network.
Okay, we are back on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. We'll get your calls here in just a moment, so hang tight. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number, 888-379-2552, toll-free. If you have questions about anything we're speaking about here today, sun protection, if you want to wean yourself off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, if you have a health challenge that you or a loved one needs help with, or if you just want to contribute to the conversation, 831-685-1080 or 888-379-2552, toll-free. So if you want to go out in the sun, but you don't want to burn, you don't want to wear a sunscreen, number one, make sure you're supplementing. Make sure you're using all your nutritional supplements, your Healthy Start Pack and the Mighty 90 Essential Nutrients. That's the basic building blocks. That's the ground floor. That's the baseline of good nutrition when it comes to supplementation. The Healthy Start Pack, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, your Ultimate EFA and Ultimate EFA Plus, and your OsteoFX. Make sure you're also staying away from sugar and pro-inflammatory foods. Use some Occutive and some Vision FX. But if you still want to be protected topically, look for zinc oxide. Now, you can also find another ingredient called titanium dioxide, but I much prefer zinc oxide. The cool thing about zinc oxide in a sun protection topical product, which, is, by the way, is not called a sunscreen, but a sunblock, the cool thing about zinc oxide is it's actually healing. So instead of using a toxic chemical, which you're going to get in your sunscreens, the most common one is called octyl methoxycinnamate. I know it's a mouthful, but you got to look at your ingredient deck because it's real important to see. Octyl, O-C-T-Y-L, methoxy, M-E-T-H-O-X-Y, cinnamate, C-I-N-N-A-M-A-T-E. Stay away from that one. Use zinc oxide. Not only will you be getting sun protection benefits, non-toxic sun protection benefits, but you can actually use zinc oxide to heal the skin too. So it's not only non-toxic, but it's also healing. It'll not only protect you from the sun, but it'll also heal your sunburn. Makes it a wonderful topical sun protection ingredient. You'll find it in sunblock products, not sunscreen. That's an important distinction to make. Sunblocks versus sunscreens. All right. Time to hit the phones. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number. 888-379-2552, toll-free. Who's first in line, Doug?
All right, let's head to Michigan. And Dave, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Dave, my buddy, in the thumb?
Yes, sir. How you doing, Ben?
What is going on, Dave? How's the family? How's everything going?
Doing well. Everybody's doing great. Thanks for asking. And
do we see you at convention?
Not this time.
Oh,
sorry, buddy.
Sorry.
We'd love to, but we just can't pull that one off this year.
Okay.
I do appreciate you sitting in when Doc is not able to do the show because, although I love hearing Doc, sometimes them reruns get a little old, and I always appreciate when you're on. So thank you for that.
Okay, that's on me because I can't always. They're always asking me. Douglas is always asking me to do the show, and I just can't do it all the time. But thank you for saying that. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. So I've got an 88-year-old gentleman who's been with me for about 4 years, and he's been doing great. He's a master gardener. He's out there very active. He
Awesome.
sounds like he's about 60. He in December he went. He still goes to the the MDs and all that, and he gets blood work all the time. And he said he never felt better in his life. So he reads a couple of books by Mercola and some other Berg doctor about the keto diet, and he's pretty much a vegetarian. He eats some fish and stuff, but not a lot of meat. And he thought, I better go keto because I could feel better if I follow these guys' plan. Well, he went in the weeds for a couple of months, and he tried to save some money and not buy so much Youngevity, and he went off some other guys' products. He ended up spending more, and he's in the weeds, and he said when he walks, he feels like he's walking on balloons, and he's got this excessive drooling that he cannot stop. It's like his shirts get wet, and if he's talking or singing in church, he is drooling all over himself.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, Dave. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Right, exactly.
And plus, a gardener in the weeds, that's not a good thing. Definitely not. All right, so hang on. Don't go away. We'll finish up when we come back. I'll answer your question when we come back from our break. We'll take your phone calls as well if you're on hold. Hang tight. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number, 888-379-2552. Toll free. We'll be back right after this.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. 3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it, too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
Okay, we're back on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. Pharmacist Ben and Doug Winfrey, and you and your phone calls, 831-685-1080 or 888-379-2552, toll free if you have questions about the Youngevity products or Youngevity business or health challenge you or a loved one may be dealing with, or a success story you'd like to share, 831-685-1080 or 888-379-2552, toll free. We're talking to Dave in Michigan about the ketogenic diet. Dave, you there?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, I'm sorry that your friend, who seemed to be doing so well, switched things around, not doing so well. The ketogenic diet ordinarily is great. The ketogenic diet is a low-carbohydrate diet, but it's also a low-calorie diet, and that's one of the things most people miss when they go ketogenic is they do the low-carb and the high-fat part. It's also a high-fat diet, but they forget the low-calorie part. It's really a fasting diet is the best way to think of it. It's a way of duplicating the biochemistry of fasting while you're still getting some food, but it has to be very, very low carbohydrate, really low carbohydrate, high fat, a certain amount of protein, and then also keeping your calories down. So I recommend the ketogenic diet. I'm surprised if he may not have been doing it correctly. I just go back to what he was doing. It sounds like he was doing great. Make sure he's on the Healthy Start Pack. If he does want to do the ketogenic diet, just make sure that he's keeping his calories down and he's getting lots of good fat from butter, especially. Lard is also a good fat. Organ meats, eggs. Eggs are great ketogenic food, by the way. Eggs are just great food in general, as most of you guys know. But it's also the ideal ketogenic food. Fish is also good ketogenic food, fatty fish particularly. And then make sure that when you're doing the ketogenic diet that you're getting a full spectrum of nutrition, because sometimes when you limit your calories, you don't get all the nutrients you need. That's why the Healthy Start Pack goes hand in hand with the ketogenic diet. Thanks for your call, Dave. Hope I helped you out, and good luck to your friend. Who's next, Douglas?
All right, let's head to Houston, Texas. And Timo, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hey, Timo.
Yes, Ben. It's actually Tino, but that's fine. Tino.
Okay.
My daughter is 20 years old, and last year around March, she started getting sick, feeling bad, and the doctors started thinking it was lupus. After many doctor's visits, they now think it's more rheumatoid arthritis.
They're the same thing.
She's been on the supplements since then, but she goes to college and it becomes very stressful.
Let me help you out with this. It's not a difficult matter at all. Okay. First of all, lupus and rheumatoid arthritis are the same thing. They're both autoimmune diseases. They affect slightly different parts of the body, but basically they're autoimmune diseases where the body attacks itself. Multiple sclerosis, myasthenia gravis, ALS, type 1 diabetes, rheumatoid arthritis, scleroderma, lupus. There's hundreds of these things, these different autoimmune diseases, but they all have one thing in common, and that is the immune system is somehow seeing the body as foreign, seeing parts of the body as the enemy. So what do? Well, what would make the parts of the body distorted, so distorted that they're perceived by the immune system as the enemy and they need to be attacked? And that usually means inflammation that follows digestive toxicity. We touched on a little bit at the beginning of the program on a subject called leaky gut syndrome. You may have heard that term. And that's when food particles enter into the bloodstream and eventually get dumped off into various parts of the body where they distort those parts of the body. So what you got to do is you got to focus on the gut. Now, you said your daughter's 20, so I can...
She's 20. Right now, the doctors got her on methotrexate and steroids.
You know what? When I hear that, all that does is make me cry. It depresses me, so I don't want to go there. Methotrexate is one of the most evil, toxic, deadly, satanic, horrible substances a human being can ingest. And so I don't even want to go there because that's just going to make me angry, and I don't want to get angry. So if she wants to do the methotrexate, if you want to give her the methotrexate, I can't help you there. But I will tell you this. It's not going to help her. It's going to shorten her life. It's going to make her adulthood much more miserable. But you got to do something about the autoimmune disease. Here's what you do, okay? She's 20 years old. That's way early to be dealing with this thing. So that tells me that something has been going on really dramatically for a long period of time. If you have an autoimmune disease when you're in your 50s, that's one thing. But if you have it when you're in your 20s, that means her body's been breaking down dramatically. Not slowly, but dramatically. And that means that toxicity that's been entering into her blood has been pouring into her bloodstream, which means she must have had a digestive problem her entire life, probably when she was an infant. Does that make sense? Bloating, gas, constipation. Okay, now how do I know this? I'm not psychic. I'm just a plain old pharmacist. I'm not a wizard. I'm not a psychic. The reason I know this is because when you have an autoimmune disease, you almost by definition have a digestive health issue. And if you have it at the age of 20, that means you've had a digestive health issue, a real severe one, since birth. So what you got to do is you got to get her digestive system patched up immediately. Get her on the nightly essence today. I wouldn't waste one day. As soon as you hang up the phone, you should be calling Youngevity to do some of these things. Number one, get her on the nightly essence, have her taking 9 capsules a day. Number 2, get her on the Fucoid Z, have her take 9 capsules a day. Number 3, get her an entire Healthy Start Pack. Have her sip on the BTT all day long. Get her on 9 Ultimate EFAs. 9 Ultimate EFAs a day, three times a day, and the OsteoFX. Number 4, make sure she's eliminating problem foods. This is so important. Of course, the most important problem food is going to be gluten, and that's found in all your grains. In fact, just get her off of grains. Get her off of flour. Get her off of dairy. Get her off of eggs maybe. But get her off those things, but even more importantly, have her notice which foods cause problems. She may not even know. So the best way to do that is to write things down in a book. It's called a food diary, where you write everything down that she eats and then how she feels after she eats those foods. I cannot possibly express to you how critical this is. This is a serious, serious situation. The methotrexate is just making things worse. I can't even express to you how horrible methotrexate is. Just know it's awful, 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 and just know that this is not a mild issue. This is a serious problem that she has, and she's on the road to some horrible things later in life. But you can turn it around. You can turn it around quickly. If you really want to do if you want to do super quickly, have her fast for a couple of days, or have her do a Suero V cleanse. SUEROVIV. Suero V is a wonderful nutritional supplement made with potassium and sodium and fermented whey. And not only is it good for the gut, but it's also an easy way to go into a fast because it gives you energy when you're not eating food. Maybe a half a bottle of Suero V every hour for a day or two if she can't fast. So either fasting or the Suero V cleanse. When she starts eating again, write down all the foods she's eating and how she feels after she eats those foods, and then start eliminating foods. That's called the elimination diet, in addition to the Healthy Start Pack, the Fucoid Z, and the Ultimate Nightly Essence Probiotics. All right, but it's really important that you do this. I would be doing it right away, Tino. Today. As soon as you hang up the phone. Thanks so much for your call. Hope we helped you out. And let's see if we can get one more call in before break, Douglas.
All right, let's head to Fontana, California. And Francisco, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hey, Francisco.
Hello, Doc. Thanks for having me. My mom went into surgery to get a pea-sized something removed. The lab work came back, and they're telling us it's ductal carcinoma. They're also suggesting radiation in that area.
Is it breast?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's going to be a decision you have to make. You said it was a pea-sized carcinoma?
Which they've already taken out.
Well, they didn't find any cancer anywhere else?
Well, they want to reopen. They want to go back in. They're saying they want to take out more around the area just to make sure.
Well, sometimes it's invasive. Sometimes it spreads. Sometimes it doesn't. Typically, if it's just a ductal carcinoma that's non-invasive, radiation will kill cancer cells, but it'll also make her miserable and will also cause all kinds of toxicity. If she wants to go the nutritional route, that's something she has to decide. What she wants to do is, number 1, get on the Healthy Start Pack. I'd throw in the Ultimate Selenium. I'd also throw in the Fucoid Z, maybe 600 micrograms of Ultimate Selenium a day, maybe 9 Fucoid Z capsules a day. And most importantly, I'd be starting to work on the digestive system, eliminating any sugar, gluten, food toxins. If she has any digestive problems, staying away from anything that messes up the lymphatic system. The lymph is a delivery system for toxicity, basically, and the breast tissue is loaded, or the breast area is loaded with lymph. So keeping the lymphatic system really clean is important, and the best way to do that is focus on digestive health. Eliminating problem foods, as we were talking with our last caller, is important. Using the Nightly Essence is also important, and then getting her on the Healthy Start Pack can help also. Well, a great way to improve lymphatic circulation and lymphatic health is to jump up and down on a rebounder, and that might help her as well. Whether she needs the radiation or not, that's a decision she's going to have to make. Personally, I'd be going the nutritional route and the alternative route first. That's a decision for her. I can't decide that for her. Good luck, and I hope everything works out. All right, we've got to take a break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. 831-685-1080 is our priority line number. 888-379-2552 toll-free. We'll be back right after this.
Imagine a rich, decadent chocolate that's actually good for you. Youngevity's Triple Treat chocolate is just that. An antioxidant-rich dark chocolate complete with probiotics to aid in proper digestion. This all-natural product contains no preservatives, and for those with dietary restrictions, it's gluten-free, dairy-free, glycemic-friendly, and kosher certified. Not only does Triple Treat dark chocolate taste fantastic, it contains super antioxidant blueberries to absorb free radicals with an ORAC value of 16,936 per piece. Triple Treat chocolate also contains a proprietary blend of probiotics with over 500 million live healthy bacteria per 8 grams at the time of manufacture, with 80% reaching the intestines, which is much more than most live culture yogurts. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
In recent years, several studies have discovered the healthy benefits of drinking coffee. Youngevity has now taken it a step further with an entire product line of healthy coffees from Youngevity's JavaFit selection of top-shelf gourmet coffees. All JavaFit coffees are made from 100% premium, hand-selected Arabica coffee beans grown in the finest regions of Latin America. All are carefully roasted, creating a delicious, rich, full-bodied flavor. For an extra boost, try JavaFit's Energy Extreme 62. A proprietary blend of nutrients including cambogia, green tea extract, an extra shot of caffeine, and niacin, designed to support metabolism and enhance physical performance. Available in single cup or single pot packs. Contact your local Youngevity distributor to get Jovolution coffees. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Okay, we're back on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie program. I'm Pharmacist Ben along with Doug Winfrey. Who's next in line? Doug?
All right, let's head to New York. And Elaine, you're on with Pharmacist Ben Fuchs.
Hi, Elaine.
Hi. Okay, here's my problem quickly. My daughter is 21. She has chronic Lyme disease that was just diagnosed after 10 years of being misdiagnosed. So because of that, she's got a whole slew of problems. She's got Hashimoto's hypothyroidism, mitral valve prolapse, and tachycardia.
Hang on, my dear. My dear. You got a lot of misconceptions there. First of all, how do you know she has, quote, I'm doing air quotes here for the listeners, chronic Lyme disease? How do you know that?
Okay. We did the Western blot test, and her levels came out very high.
Well, let's forget about that. So we want to deal with her body. Forget the Lyme disease. That's what's called a red herring. That'll chase you down. You'll end up chasing that thing till the end of your life, maybe even the end of hers, and you'll never find anything. But you got to work on her body. That's what counts. Okay? So Hashimoto's hypothyroidism is a dead ringer, usually associated with a digestive problem, leaky gut syndrome, autoimmune disease. The thyroid also regulates the digestive system, which makes the Hashimoto's worse. So Hashimoto's starts with a digestive problem. The digestive problem gets worse, which makes the thyroid worse, which makes the digestion worse, and you end up with a vicious downward spiral. Lyme disease or not. So what you got to do is you got to focus on the gut first. Guaranteed she's got digestive health issues. Again, I'm not psychic. This is just how the body works. Patch up the gut. Use the nightly essence. Get her on an elimination diet, as I was talking about before. See if you can listen to the archives so I don't have to go over the whole subject matter again. But focus on digestive health. Eliminate problem foods. Use your nightly essence. Also your Fucoid Z and your ultimate enzymes with all meals. It wouldn't hurt you to take a little bit of apple cider vinegar with her meals. She's probably malnourished, and this is one of the things that happens once the digestive system starts to break down and leaky gut syndrome ensues. Malabsorption follows, and again, this also leads to a downward spiral of health and makes matters worse. She's basically starving to death, malnourishing herself to death. So using liquid nutrition can be very beneficial. I'd be using the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. Have her do 1 or 2 scoopfuls a day, but break it up into divided doses so she's sipping on it all day long. Of course, the Ultimate EFAs can be very helpful, and then also the OsteoFX. The Fucoid Z is super important for coating and soothing the digestive tract and helping heal that connective tissue. You might also, speaking of connective tissue, you might also want to throw in the Gluco Gel caps. If she has any foods, and she probably does, that she has problems with, if she continues to eat those foods, that's going to make the problems worse. So you got to make sure she's doing the elimination diet, as we talked about earlier. The Suero V Cleanse is an ideal way to break yourself into the elimination diet. It's a great way to do a fast, I should say, where you do half a bottle of Suero V every hour for 2 or 3 days. Please don't be deluded by this idea of chronic Lyme disease. Whether it exists or not is really questionable. Lyme disease probably exists, but this idea that you get Lyme disease and it stays with you forever and the body never recovers, that's just a bunch of hooey in my opinion, and it just diverts you from the real problems, which is that her body is breaking down. If the body is breaking down, it doesn't matter whether it's breaking down because you got bit by a tick or it's breaking down because you have Hashimoto's or an autoimmune problem. It's just breaking down, which means you eliminate the toxicity that's getting into the body, mostly through the digestive tract, and you start loading the body up with nutritional supplementation. Of course, staying away from problem foods is very important. We overthink this health idea, folks. It's not that complicated. And it's most certainly, for the most part, in terms of chronic illness, not a doctor problem. It's things that we can take control of in our own lives, from the comfort of our own living rooms, from the comfort of our own bathrooms, from the comfort of our own kitchens, from the comfort of our own bedrooms, from the comfort of our own homes. It's the good stuff in and the bad stuff out. Does that sound simplistic? I hope it doesn't, because it's really not. It's just the way the body works. You put the good stuff in, you keep the bad stuff out. The good stuff is quality food, a nutritional supplement program, quality emotions and quality thoughts, and the spiritual connection. The bad stuff is lousy thoughts, lousy emotions, problem foods, gluten. It isn't that hard. And the core of the entire program is a good quality nutritional supplement program like the one designed by Dr. Wallach, the Healthy Start Pack, as well as the ancillary products, Ultimate Niacin, which is one of my all-time favorites, the Gluco Gel caps, which we spent a lot of time talking about here today, the Suero V Cleanse, or Suero V, your Ultimate Selenium. It's just a whole slew of amazing, powerful, and very effective nutritional supplement nutritional supplement products. Please do not overthink. Don't suffer from overthinkitis. Get yourself on a good nutritional supplement program. Get off of problem foods. Throw in a little exercise. Work on your mental and emotional as well as spiritual health. And there's no health challenge in the way of chronic degenerative disease that cannot begin to reverse. That's the beautiful gift of the human body. It's constantly renewing and constantly regenerating. All right, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for listening to the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program. For Doug Winfrey, for Doc Wallach, all the folks at the ZBS Radio Network, I'm Pharmacist Ben. Have a beautiful, wonderful, awesome, spectacular day. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now.